quiet voice. I really appreciate, first of all, the support of I've got acquaintances, family, friends, and just everyone being here who has come. And especially Tim, I'd like to thank Tim Faulkner for being my subject for the Archibald Prize. And I'll just tell a little bit of backstory, because it's been secret up until now. Last year, basically, I've started working on a series which is all endangered species, and so that will be my solo series for this year. And leading up to that, discovering Tim Faulkner's work in conservation and preservation of the Tasmanian devil led me to him. So I basically wanted to do someone for the Archibald that not only looks good, but is doing a lot for Australia and our flora and fauna. So the requirements of the Archibald is that it's somebody of, like a celebrity or a politician or somebody who's doing good for Australia. And for me, it had to be somebody who's working with animals, conservation and preservation of flora and fauna. So I would like to thank Tim for allowing me to do it, and I'm very honoured. And the artwork also was inspired by our conversation together, so I've learnt a lot more about the subject myself, and because of that, the artwork is called Putting Up Defences, and it's about protecting, just say for example, we're talking about Devil's Ark, which is, you're the head of conservation. Yep, President of. And they're there to help breed healthy Tasmanian devils and many other species of animals. And in order to do that, they're fencing off sections of Australian native land and making sure that all of these native species of Australia are being protected. So essentially that's what it's about. But yeah.
Can I say something?
Yeah, you can.
I've met a few artists, but Kel was the most normal. It was wonderful that she just loved wildlife. I mean, the first thing that I saw when I did a little bit of homework was this wonderful picture of a thylacine, an extinct Australian animal. And so we got chatting, and this day and age, Australia has the worst mammal extinction rate on Earth. And we've tried for so long to protect it from its major threats, which are feral pests, the fox and the cat. Come to a bit of a hump where if we don't put a fence, we don't have any wildlife to protect. So essentially now, and what Kel was so intrigued by in that capacity was that ideal of natives on one side, we need a fence to keep the ferals on the other, and yeah, kudos to you. So.
Well, because of that, it's inspired me, not only physically, but the artwork has a meaning as well, so it's really important, and I like that message to continue as people see the artwork, enjoy the artwork, and if it gets into the Archibald, that would be just another way of sharing the message with the world.
If not, my ego is inflated.
And I have a very large artwork of you too. But before we do the reveal, I'd like to, my daughter, I have my studio at home, and as I was creating my concept and putting it together, she also wanted to draw Tim Faulkner. So my daughter Lily refused to not let me bring this artwork first. So this is a sneak peek into my artwork.
Yeah.
But it's her presentation to you. So this is essentially a copy of my artwork. So it gives you a sneak peek, but this is for you. And I asked her, could I keep it and maybe give you a print? She refused.
Yeah, no, that's for me.
And said because of your work,
yes,
she wants you to have it.
I could photograph it. Yeah.
I've taken a photo, but apparently I'm not allowed to keep it. So that is a little sneak peek into what you're about to witness.
Well, here's a gift for her. Thank you.
Alright, so are we ready?
Show me this thing.
Alright. So are you ready for the big reveal?
I am.
I'm very excited. I've got to just say, this has been like 4 months, blood, sweat and tears, me bothering Tim all the time, constantly hounding him for more information and more feeling, but in all honesty, it's not just a portrait of him, I'm trying to capture the soul of who he is. So Tim is always very shiny and smiley, but he has a very deep-rooted, grounded soul that genuinely wants to help. And so I wanted to bring out that more serious side. And of course I get to include my animals, so that was always a bonus. And I'm ready to show you now. This has been a long time.
Shall I count you in?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. She's going to do it slow.
few of it is a contemporary watercolour piece.
Simone.
So we've got the thylacine down there, which is like, because obviously it's extinct. It's like your ghost.
Yeah, my two favourite species. Come here anyway, I love it. Good on you. It's lovely that someone wanted to do something like that for the animals.
It's been my little heart and soul. And of course there's the fencing and there's the domesticated animals there that we're trying to just keep back for a little while. And all of these animals are endangered as well. And but see how I've done my sort of iconic showing, but that's all your favourite.
Yep. Bandicoot, numbat, devil. We got Fastigale, the ring-tailed possum, eastern claw, different type bandicoot, extinct and endangered. And our thylacine. I was going to do a reveal and like put a text of mum on my belly and say, I got something too.
Well, we might not be friends with that one.
Yeah.
But
beautiful.
like it.
I do. You even got my ring.
Yes, I do.
Good on you. Come and have a look.
Yeah.
We'll get out of the way. Good on you. Let everyone have, I love it. Let everyone have a look and then we'll come back.
Oh, that's the microphone.
Oh, good on you. Yeah.
I told you.
Oh, you went